What's up, guys? Chasing Lamely here with episode 25 of Red vs. Blue, and in today's episode, FC United Manchester need a win away at Peterborough Sports to have any hope of securing automatic or to secure automatic promotion from the National League because, it's tight. And in the Northern Premier, Maine Road need a win at home against Vauxhall Motors to keep their hopes of automatic promotion alive. So, like, subscribe, ring the bell, let's go play some football and see if we can get at least one promotion done today.
Streets are full of dreams and lies. Every corner has a story. With a pint and cloudy skies, we chase our fleeting glory. Manchester Knights are calling. In the madness we are falling. Round and round the wheels turning. Bright city always burning.
So we'll start off with the situation at FC United, where you can see on your screen FC United sit top of the table, level on points with Telford, and only one goal ahead in goal difference. So we essentially need to win by more goals than Telford do today to have any possibility. We have the advantage that we're playing Peterborough Sports, who sit in 22nd, and yes, they need a win to stay up, but it's a very outside chance. They will be fighting, but we should be able to overcome them. In the Telford game, they played Tamworth, who sit in 8th, and they have an outside shot at the playoffs. So we're both playing opponents who need a win today to have any chance of securing a better future for their season. In terms of the schedule, what you've missed since we last met, and I'm trying to remember, I think we played Telford in the last episode. We've had a mixed bag of results towards the end of the season. A couple of draws there. Four losses and 4 draws, and then the rest have been wins, luckily. But I made a slight error. You remember we had those excellent strikers like Jordan Oswell on loan for the first half of the season? Well, Jordan Oswell got recalled by Morecambe, and to be fair to him, has got back into their side, at least on the fringes of their side this season. But, I decided, because I'm a genius, as we all know, that because Jordan Oswell was doing so well, I was going to loan out all of these strikers I wasn't using to Maine Road. So Sean Neve and Adam Abbas have gone out on loan to Maine Road. And, I didn't see Jordan Oswell and Charlie Ragg being recalled. And Jordan Oswell and Charlie Ragg both got recalled literally the day after I sent those players on loan. And of course, I hadn't put recall clauses in them. So, for the back half of the season, I've had to do something a little bit makeshifty. And I have trained Jay Fitzmartin as a striker. He's just been playing up top because I really didn't have a better option than him up top. And to be fair to him, if we look at his recent form, he has been scoring goals. So he's not been out of his depth, and he has been scoring goals for us. So that has been certainly a bonus in terms of development, especially because if you look at his attributes, he really should not be any good as a striker. If we just set him as the pressing forward attack he's been playing as, his finishing is 5, and a lot of his teamwork and work rate and just mentals in general are not striker mentals at all. He's been doing a decent job, but he has definitely not been in his best position. I think that's safe to say. He will start for us up top today because I've got no better options, to the point where, in fact, I have promoted 2 of our youth intake to be playing as well. John Reed, who came through as a Monseration striker / midfielder, he came through this year's youth intake, and I've had to play him. He's been on the bench. He has scored a goal for us already, but he's really been our best backup option as a striker. I also called up this Dutch Surinamese youth intake player who came through, Elshera Wildenbosch, and he's not a great striker, but again, it was a needs-must situation because of the other guys who can play up top. Ronnie Kelly had a few games and wasn't great. Billy Phillips was an option, but again, it's not very good. And it was just kind of a makeshifty kind. Even Trey George got a couple of shots and wasn't very good as a striker. So Jay Fitzmartin was our best hope. So we are pinning our hopes of promotion on him right now. I haven't picked the team yet. It may not be the final team selection, so don't take that into account too much. But let's hop over to the blue side where things are a little bit more interesting. So here at Maine Road, we've got 2 games left to play in our season. We come back today because this is the last game of the league season for FC United. We will play the Morpeth game, probably, depending how today's game goes. But I say that we've got to play Vauxhall Motors, who sit in 13, and we currently sit in 3rd. We are 4 points behind Darlington, so we need them to lose today, and for Bootle to lose today, who are in 2nd with 3 points more than us, to have any realistic shot of automatic promotion. Obviously, we don't get the automatic promotion on. We will just play out the playoffs because we are more or less secure in the playoffs. It's a win today would definitely secure us in the playoffs. In fact, let's go to the fixture schedule for as far each to see what's going on. So, like I said, Vauxhall Motors sit in 30. Bootle are at home to Morpeth, who are in 12th, who we play on the final day. And Darlington, who are top, play Belper, who are 18. And if memory serves, are not on the best of form streaks at the moment. So they may secure the title today, but we will find out. Let's go make some teams. We will start off at Maine Road and see if we can get that done first, because then we'll know where we are for the next episode. And then we'll see if we can secure promotion with FC United. So in the Maine Road dressing room then, let's end dressing room, the team sheet. Let's talk through the lineup. We have got Daniel Cameron in goal. Marcel McIntosh, the player I don't think you guys have met yet. He signed quite late in the transfer window. He was brought in plus on a free, having been released by Kings Lynn in the National League North. Has done pretty well for us, though, since coming in. He's a right back in a centre-half on a 7.11 rating, and will very much be a good addition to our squad in the right back. So just remember, I haven't actually started on his week of foot yet, which is something I almost always do when I sign a player immediately, despite the fact it always looks like I'm doing it on transfer updates. I do usually remember to do that, but there we go. He's finished starting at right back for us today, with Rory Sheeran and Alfred Crespot alongside him. Kieran Burton moves out, of course, to the left-hand side. We've got Jack Powell and Charlie Wing in the centre of midfield. Charlie Wing, another new sign. I think I showed you last time. He'd just come in. Glenn Tierney, Theo Carroll, Greg Foley are the attacking midfield behind Gavin McDonald, who continues to impress and score goals. On the bench, Clay Ewing, Malcolm Edwards, Coven Bird, Jack Loughran, and Nat Wallace gets a rare chance to come off the bench today. We've got so many attacking players in this squad. It's almost ridiculous, and I feel bad for taking all the attacking off FC United. But that's life. Let's go and see if we can beat Vauxhall Motors and get ourselves at least 1 foot into the actual conversation about automatic promotion, shall we? So we're in the dressing room, Mayor. I have just realised I haven't gone through what you've missed. It's very much the same as at FC United. It's a big old mixed bag of wins and draws and losses, and essentially has cost us our chance at automatic promotion. We are going to do it. If you carry your performance into this match, we'll do well. That's going to be a big thing. And one man we're looking to for a performance today is going to be Theo Carroll. He keeps bugging me for a new contract. And frankly, unless we get through it, I can't afford to give him a new contract. So he has to be willing to step up and get the job done for us at Brantington Road here and just kind of guide us through into this. I feel that this Mars is a player we've seen before and I've looked at and scouted. I just have a vague feeling I scouted him when we last played Vauxhall Motors. I can't remember if I did or not. We'll find out. If his name is Sander Mars, it was a player that we did look at before. We'll find out in a second. We've got it on the around the ground screen. That's never terribly helpful. It is Sander Mars. I did scout him. I can't remember if it was the FC United Main Road. It must have been for FC United. McIntosh to Powell, though. Early highlight. Tierney goes out to McIntosh with a chance to get the ball in for Wing with a shot from range. I mean, that's a tad wasteful, if we're being entirely honest about the situation. Let's do an encourage the boys here, because it means we'll score and they'll be upset. Duggan on a counter-attack for Vauxhall Motors, and Reed to Mars. Mars with a run up against, I think I mentioned this last time we played them, I'm not a huge fan of Vauxhall Motors, they're a bit of a scummy team. Mason to Duggan. Duggan with a shot from range, and it's Cameron. Cannot get a hand to it, but at least they go wide for a goal kick. And yeah, we are just going to have to hope we can get a goal, get a win today. In fact, let's go to the around the brow screen. That's doing more helpful to us. We need to see what Darlington and Bootle are doing. Bootle are currently winning. Darlington are drawing. We need both teams to lose, so that's not going to help us tremendously as Smith gets a free kick for Vauxhall. It could all be by the by if we don't win anyway. we would just end up in a big old playoffy episode. So that's going to be a thing. Glenn Powell brings down, Jack Powell brings down a man on the edge of the box for a penalty, and this season could be ending very, very quickly for Maine Road as Duggan puts it away. And yeah, well, that's a situation. So it's looking like Maine Road are going to be confined to the playoffs unless we really turn this one around. I don't know what's going on with these teams at the end of the season, but yeah, we just cannot buy a win consistently at the moment. And I'm going to do a big old fire up. Let's do that. Wing plays a ball off the free kick towards Carroll, can't find him, and Reed. In fact, I think we're going to take Theo Carroll very quickly. I know he doesn't like playing the role. As Yada gets through, I'm going to make Theo Carroll an attacking midfielder on attack. He hates doing that role, but he does do better in it. I've been playing him as a support striker because I wanted to stop moaning about that, and then he started moaning about a new contract. It's not really going well with him. I think Yaduat must have been offside there. Sheeran really should have better with the header there. And I think we had this conversation last time, actually. I think I made the change. I don't know why it's not saved. But yeah, Sheeran doesn't like playing as a ball-playing defender either, but he is much better at doing it. I may have to have a little tactical team for a half-time because we are sinking without trace, and I need to get this ship back on track. Because as things stand, the playoffs are looming, so that's not terribly helpful. We are going to be in a rough position for next season. It may be a case I have to properly tinker at half-time to get this gegenpress going back the way it should do. The fact that Charlie Wing can't play as a holding midfielder is always a question mark as well. So yeah, there will be a halftime tactics, I think, because halftime is fast looming. It is 2-0, and I'm going to do a halftime tactics before we come back for the team talk in the second half. So I guess bear with me. So I've gone to the 1.0 version of this tactic. It's 50-50 whether it will help, but I'm not angry, just disappointed with you is going to be the main shout, and then we're going to grab all these guys who are not performing, which is, to be honest, most of the team. It's not been a great first half. We're going to give all these guys a pointy finger. I'm not happy with your performance there. Daniel Cameron is going to get a "you are good enough on your mistake, Costas, get it together," because that's friendly, a good shout. And hopefully they're going to step up in the second half with what was the original version of this tactic I think we're using when we first got here. Hopefully someone's going to step up and score a goal now, because that's really got to be the mission now, is to just score as many goals as we can, and I'll do the best I can from the bench. Throw it now, it's going Malcolm Edwards to take it to Theo Carroll. There have been changes. Edwards was one of them. He's now got Nat Wallace in front of him. Coburn Bird is on the left-hand side, because when I need a goal, Coburn Bird's always my go-to for it. And Burton now with a chance to shoot, and Kieran Burton gets a goal off an assist by Coburn Bird. We're back in the game, and thankfully Coburn Bird was there, because he has, I think, probably been underplayed this year. I think if I'd been starting him, he probably would have got us the goals and assists to get us automatically promoted, but it's too little too late now to be thinking of that, and hopefully he'll step up during the playoffs, because Greg Foley goes missing at times. He does, and we're going to encourage the boys here, because if we can get Coburn Bird into the box a second time, I think he'll score an equaliser. I might get proved right here as Malcolm Edwards gets a free kick across to Powell. Powell across to Edwards. Edwards looking for a pass back to Powell. Finds Wallace now. Wallace releases Carroll. Carroll into the box, and what on earth was that shooting? What on earth? It says he deserved the goal there on commentary, but he didn't. He shot directly at the side netting. It was nowhere near in danger of going in. And time is ticking away, and goals are needed, and our subs have done the trick for us in one respect, in the overall performance has improved. McDonald has gone missing, which I cannot afford in the playoffs, and it's now Duggan on the hall for Vauxhall Motors to Levy, out for Reed, and Reed is going to get a chance to cross here. He's gone back post. Luckily, Cameron has finally learned what his hands do, and he can try and get a ball forward. He's going to roll it out to Cresswell. I'd have preferred a long hoof upfield, ideally, but Bird heads it back for Burton, and it's given away. Linden to Reed. Reed tackled by Bird. Burton to Wing. Wing in for Powell. Powell forward for Wallace. Wallace with a chance to get into the box, and he's put it wide now. And to be honest, up until today, he's made 2 sub appearances, Wallace, and scored 2 goals. So I can't complain about his output. And this one's going to fizzle away to nothing, I think. We're going to throw in now to Bird, to Burton. Burton with a cross. Can he find a head anywhere? Wallace gets a head to it. Bird back across goal. Theo Carroll gets an equaliser. It's that man, Coben Bird, again, creating stuff. And I have a feeling that's going to be much too little, much too late, because we haven't looked at the results in the other games. I can see that Bootle are beating Morpeth, which basically means that this is all a comeback for nothing. Well, at least we've not looked as bad as we did. And I don't know if it's going to be Bootle or Darlington securing promotion. I guess we can find out. It's currently Bootle who are in the driver's seat. Darlington are losing to Belpart, which makes it all the more disappointing, really, that Bootle have got the result. But we'll go into the dressing room. We'll call this one a day. We should have won. Trust the process. We'll be successful to keep it up. We've got to keep the morale going as we head into the playoffs. And I guess we see what happens at FC United with a title on the line now. So on the FC United side then, we've got Sebastian Jensen in goal. I did have a little think about, in fact, I'm still thinking, let's put Connor Brown in goal. Let's risk Connor Brown in goal because he's been a better goalkeeper this season. But we'll do. Oh, my brain. No, let's put Jensen there. Let's start again. Sebastian Jensen starts in goal. Teddy Brownwell at right back. Hockenhull, Miller and Vokins make up the rest of the back 4. We've got Hewlett behind Willis and Pimlett, Hoskins on the right, Caseby on the left, and Jay Fitzmartin up top. On the bench, Gillen Crowe, Adam McCoy, Frankie McMahon, Brown, Stephen Edmondson, and the youngster, John Reed. So this, hopefully, is the team that's going to get a win, a bigger win than Telford, and get a promotion. So fingers crossed, guys. Let's get to the dressing room. So here in the dressing room for the final showdown, and we're going to say code performance into your last match, or last month into this match will do well. We are going to tell everyone that we want everything to be up to snuff, from and good. We're in our white kits though, which I think is very, very odd because I'm pretty sure that Peterborough Sports wear blue. So very confusing. Just looking at my wear orange, which is even weirder. That would explain the change. If they're wearing an orange kit, that would explain the change. I could have sworn they wore blue. But there we go. Anyway, we're going to get ready to get underway for this one. I'm very much hoping that we can just get this one done, secure the result, not faff with the playoffs. A reminder they're on screen. It is 1 point in goal difference separating us and Telford. And of course, if we both lose, South Shields with a win could get themselves into that spot as well. So they'll be going full all guns blazing, hoping to get a result. We're going to switch this to the around the ground screen in a second as soon as we can, as Courtney gets a throw in for Peterborough Sports. Ball goes forward. Willis, though, to Fitzmartin, to Hewlett, back to Willis, and Willis finds Hoskins on the far side. Can Neil Hoskins create an early goal for us? No, he's given the ball away immediately, and they're on the counter-attack. I think with Weiss Devine as well, which is always a troubling thing. Traore with a cross, looking for List, who is too far back post, but could get it across goal. Cleared by Ramwell, and we get a little bit of a break there. Good stuff. And we'll now switch to the around the ground screen, just so we can keep an eye on what's going on elsewhere. Only goal so far is in the Chester game, which doesn't affect us in the slightest, unless things go terribly, terribly wrong. Corner for Peterborough Sports. They are coming at us, which is a concern. And it is Devine with the gunner. Watch Weiss Devine as well. It's always a worry. And it's Aguiar, 2 ex-Swindon players combining. 2 admittedly not great ex-Swindon players in their time there, but they combined and scored a goal, which just punishes me for having the thought of neither of them were great for Swindon. They're hardly good enough for Peterborough Sports, and that, I guess, is all that really matters today. And this is a real concern because as things stand, Telford are drawing, so they would go above us. And for us to lose the title on a draw would not be ideal. South Shields have scored a goal to get into the mix as well. And no scores yet from Telford, but as things stand, they have done enough to be above us, and we could end up losing the advantage in the playoffs as well. We're going to throw in now with Vokins to Pimlett. Needs to go back to Vokins quickly. Does. Can he get across? He can. Back post for Hoskins. And I am starting to worry if I'm going to regret not having an out-and-out striker, because this is not looking great for us. And they're throwing now with Weiss Divine for Peterborough, but thrown straight to Willis. Willis will go for a ball down the line for Hoskins, who needs to create something here. Goes back to Ranwell. Ranwell with a ball to Hewlett. Hewlett finds Pimlet. Pimlet turns it to Hoskins. Hoskins is in. Hoskins with a goal. And we're back on terms, and we can go back to the top of the... It's been disallowed. We can't go back to the top of the table. And, well, squeaky bum times. Because as things stand, South Shields could score a bundle of goals and really put us in trouble as well. We do need to get a goal here. And it's not going so well as Sadiq picks up the ball for Peterborough and goes forward now. We've got a header. Tockenholt to Ramwell. Ramwell to Willis. Willis out wide for Hoskins. Can he get some measure of revenge? He can off the post, though. Caseby picks it up, keeps it alive and scores. And Jay Fitzmartin's blushes on the brink of half-time with that massive miss, to be honest, have been spared by Joel Caseby. The man who's really stepped up and replaced him on the left wing this season. He smashed it off the frame, and luckily Catesby had the composure to put that one away on the brink of half-time, and we can at least go in with a draw and, you know, fighting is what's happening at half-time. Although South Shields have just got a second goal to really kind of put the cat on the pigeons. We need to show everyone their recent praise is justified. In fact, no, unless something weird happens with goal difference, a win makes us champions. That is the message we want to give. We want to get it in their head that a win is essential today. In fact, before I click any further, let's grab Pimlet and Fitzmartin, give them the old pointy finger and say, I'm not happy with your performance today. They've got fired up, which is good. That's what I was looking for. And then we'll just tell everyone else to show why we're expected to win this match. And hopefully they'll go out in the second half and do it. They'll get it done, because we badly need a result to come here. We are going to do more encouraging of the boys, but realistically, only a win here is good enough for us, and we need for Telford to not outscore us, which is really the big question mark. Jensen now to Miller. Miller with a opportunity to play it short to Hewlett, to Willis. Willis should go wide for Hoskins, and does. He was shouting for it. Good lads. Into the box. He's looking for a goes for the shot instead, and Krupp makes a great save. And that could have been a title deciding goal for us. I do need to start thinking about subs, though. So I guess it's almost that kind of time. Well, I have made some changes, and we are going to need a hero here. So Adam McCoy has come on for Hewlett because he was tiring. Pimlet has been replaced by Edmondson because he was not playing well. And up top, Jay Fitzmartin has been replaced by young 15-year-old John Reed because his performance had been shocking. And it all comes down, frankly, to a 15-year-old being able to get a goal for us, because Telford have scored. And this one could be going to playoffs, and that's going to leave me very, very confused about what we do for the next episode if we end up in the playoffs. We need a goal. We need one ASAP. It doesn't look like it's coming unless we get a big counter-attack here. Devine into Jones. Jones with a crossover. Looking back post. Vokins heads it clear. Caseby needs to go on a hell of a run here and score a goal. This could be our Aguero moment, but I can't do the voice as Catesby goes forward. Can he get a crossover? He does. Reed's there. Can't get there. Hoskins with a chance to get it back in the mix. A cross goes in. John Reed just over the bar. He could have been a hero at school on Monday, but luckily it looks like a goal has been conceded by Telford. This could all come down to this highlight. Cross goes over for Jones. Ramwell can't get there. Aguiar gets headed down to List. Jensen with the biggest save he'll make this season. And it could all come down. Our whole season could come down to this corner. Pereira short to Aguiar, to List, back to Aguiar, and List again, in for Devine, and Reese Devine has ended our season in playoffs. I knew I should never take the mick out of failed Swindon players, because they have combined today to confine us to the playoffs unless Telford have conceded again. If Telford have conceded again in the last 30 seconds, we are free and clear. But in fact, that would just mean South Shields have won the title. So any which way you shake it, we have failed at the last hurdle. And that is a bit of a heartbreak. It's not going to show me a league table, so I've got to do this manually. let's have a look and see what's happening elsewhere. So Telford have drawn. South Shields, yeah, we are well out of this one. Well out of this one, unfortunately. I think we have to do a failures hard to take. I'm disappointed not to have sealed the title. And I guess we have to figure out now what we're doing in the playoffs. That's awkward. So, with both teams now confined to the playoffs and the season over for Maine Road fully, I actually don't know who we're playing in the playoffs. It could be any one of I think it could be any one of Chester and Brackley. Off the top of my head, it's either Chester and Brackley or Radcliffe and Scarborough. I can never remember which one it is for FC United. We'll find out once those games have been played. And likewise, I don't know what's happening in the Main Road one, as I said, because the season hasn't finished yet. But because of that, I don't know what order the games are going to be played in, so you have to keep an eye on what we do with the next episodes. Just however we have to do this. Hope this will be the last time they're both in playoffs and in different divisions, so I know exactly what's going on. But either we'll do the FC United playoffs and the Main Road playoffs separately, or we'll see how they go. If it's sort of semi-finals are one after the other, the finals are one after the other, we'll do them as episodes that way. But, either way, bear with us. We'll work that out for the next couple of episodes, I suppose. But in the meantime, thank you much for watching. I have, as always, been Chasing Lanely. Do like, subscribe, with the bell, leave your comments down below. It all really helps out the channel. Share it with a friend if you think might be interested. Anything you want to do. Let's just, help me out. I'm trying to get to 500 subs. That's my mission. It's a very minor goal. I just want to get to 500 subs. But anyway, guys, in the meantime, thanks for watching. As I said, I have been Chasing Lanely. Do stick around for those playoffs. And until next time, stay safe and have a good one.